All right, I'm gonna address the commenter here. I put this picture up. I find pictures that actually show this bullshit people are trying to promote. And there's a lot of good unwoke black YouTubers that I subscribe to and spread out of spite that are against this for good reason. They don't want that shit. But I'm gonna address a commenter here. One commenter said, yeah, only in the States that are politically into that shit. Let me find this comment here. This guy reminds me of a video that I am going to do in the future that would be up your alley, that I'd be butchering his name by accident. Me and my partner listened to him. Bjorn something. I'd show you his thing. He talks all about this that's going down. And when I read this person's comment here, I did a long response to him. I'm saying this because I'm going to do a long-winded video on it. Whether people watch my videos on it, they're spreading. But yeah, this person's absolutely right. He says, quote, "This is how you neuter a society. You remove what's left of so-called men and replace them with a bunch of soy-powered sissies driving Teslas and Priuses to yoga class every day instead of going to work and feeding their families." And I'm not against anybody. I'm not against everybody just because they're into yoga. I'm going to finish this comment, but I will say, I'm not going to be. This is not as far as me, and I don't think this guy's hating on anybody that does yoga. Neither do I. But I know what he's saying. I preach this all the time. Like, these people promote the useless, stupid yoga. If you do anything along with weightlifting and anything yoga-like and splits and everything associated with bare-knuckle push-ups, weightlifting, these people will also call you a terrorist and everything else. I did a long-winded response comment about that, but I'll finish. I figured I digress. I figure I'd say that because just to make my point. You know what I mean? Too. I'm not apologizing for that attitude about yoga. I will not apologize on the behalf of this person. He's right, and I'm not apologizing either. But not that I'm against yoga. But anyway, yeah. To continue on, yeah. For ones that refuse, you take away their ability to earn money by ruining the economy and flooded the workplace with illegal immigrants, who by sheer coincidence will also be allowed to vote and keep the communist ideologies in power. Lastly, you remove the ability to defend yourself. Yep, just like I said, anything that some of us do, even as amateurs, that looks like yoga, you add bare-knuckle push-ups, even though you're not. Don't claim to be Van Damme. Do a little weightlifting or anything. So anyway, this person's whole big comment, I did a long-winded comment. Well, that's where instead of you having the people of freedom, who have charities, which I also work for, they'll replace your charities food line with the communist food line. And in a communist food line, you're not going to get it. You're going to get anything with little or no nutritional value. And that's a good way to forbid you from eating meat. Take it off the shelves. And if you get these people who run the food lines and want a communist food line, you're not going to get the charities that people willingly donate food and money to, which they can choose not to do it or choose to give more or give less. Their choice and freedom, they'll replace that with the communist food line, which you get what you get. They'll take meat off the shelves. Yeah, you get rid of protein and meat. Do away with your ability to exercise. If you try to exercise, do anything, walk around like some kind of tough guy and cocky person and resist their authority, okay, before we throw you in a cage, we'll take that source of protein, that meat, away from you and take your ability to make money by canceling you or whatever the hell. You got no money, you can't buy your protein, you'll be threatened with homelessness. And then I went on about in my comments how they want to groom the next generation of kids, and teach them instead of physically bettering themselves and bettering themselves in other ways, and earning what you get, and even exercise and getting physical strength. They want to replace that with teaching kids, especially just even young boys now, to be little whores, and you can have things withheld from you, but in their society you'll be rewarded for being basically be a little whore, pretty much. Teach the kids to be little whores, and they'll get, if they comply, it'll get rewarded, and they reverse the rewarding concept. And yeah, there's a idea of certain behavior being rewarded. Take that and put it in the wrong hands, and it gets twisted. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of easy. These kind of good comments, along with bad comments, give you fuel to create a video. Where some days I'll say it's harder to make a video when you go sit down and say, I'm going to make a video and talk about this. Things like this, even if they're troll comments or good comments like this, will give you a base to actually, whether you want to be a writer or do anything kind of commentary, you know what I mean? If anybody gets anything about this video. So if you got this far, I don't just feature troll comments. I feature comments that actually reinforce and inspire me to get my digs in. But yeah, a gentleman with long hair and a beard from his country, I don't want to butcher his name, but me and my partner listened to him, Bjorn. Bjorn, he hell of a guy, hell of a nice guy. He comments on it, and he says better talks than I'll ever do on this subject matter. Not that me or even you out there shouldn't be discouraged from talking about it, you know, and not that you're going to plagiarize and copy off of everything they're saying too. You don't want to be like you're just repeating everything they're saying either, but you got to have in your own words why you think something is right or wrong, you know what I mean? But there you go.